Bro, this shot's like 90% steering wheel. Okay. Are you gonna wait for me or? Oh. What is going on right now? Okay. I just want to get to Starbucks alive, please. Thank God we are here. Oops.
Good afternoon, welcome to Starbucks. What can I send for you today?
Hey there, can I get a venti iced matcha latte, please?
Yeah,
And can I have that made with oat milk?
yeah, for sure.
And can I also have no sugar in it?
Yeah, no worries.
And then can I also have ube cold foam on top?
Yeah, no worries.
Thank you so much, that's it.
Yeah, we'll see you at the window.
Thank you. Oh shoot, that is such an obnoxious order. She like kept on saying yeah. Yeah. My Starbucks app, guys. Did you guys know that I'm a Starbucks Reserve card holder? Did you know that? Reserve, which is their highest tier. I'm also ashamed to admit that this is my second Starbucks today. Yep. I love how this shot is just like all steering wheel. I need to purchase like a better mount for the phone because what are the people behind me doing? What is she doing? I think she's waving at me. Why is she waving at me? I have no idea.
I have $8.19.
Have a gift card?
Okay, perfect. And do you want a straw today?
Yes,
Okay,
please.
perfect. There we are, and it should be done in a
Thank
sec.
you. What's going on? Like genuinely, like.
Here's the venti
Thank
matcha,
you
the
so
ube cold
much.
foam. Have a good
You
one.
too. I just want to get out of here, please. For the love of God, get me out of here, please. Like, please. I want to go home. Like, okay, I don't want to go home, but I want to go home. You know what I mean? Like, please. Okay. Okay. We are officially parked. I'm going to change the angle because I'm not really liking this 90% steering wheel angle, and a tripod is going to be my number one purchase after this video, but please bear with me, I'm still new. I should just hop in the passenger seat and then there'll be no obstruction. Okay, we're gonna do that. Okay, I don't really want to get out of the car. Okay. All right, come here. Oh yes, this is way better. This is way better. Yes. Okay, let's see how this is. This is my order. This is like elite. It's not like too sweet. It's not too sugary. It's just like, it's just right. So cheers, everybody. So for today's video, where's my phone? I bought this lip gloss from Sephora yesterday, and I only bought it because I saw like so many influencers online talking about it, and this was $30. It turns out, ladies and gentlemen, that it is just the same as any other lip gloss ever. And why did I pay $30 for this? I have no idea. It's really good, and it looks really pretty too. Okay, let's get to it. Okay, hello everybody. I know, jump scare. I took off my glasses. Hold on, I'm gonna scoot this forward. Okay, that's better. Okay, So today's topic, we're going to be talking about something called a quarter life crisis. I've been seeing this term be thrown around on the internet, and now my $30 lip gloss is getting on my straw. Like, what? Like, here's the thing. You know what the best thing to put on your lips is? I'm not even joking. Like, here's a pro tip. Vaseline. Okay. And even like, okay. So for men, it's good because like it keeps your lips like not chapped, which is great, right? Because a lot of men have chapped lips, but for women, it's like a lip gloss and moisturization. And so this stupid lip gloss is not even flavored. It tastes like nothing. It is nothing. I don't even like it. Like it's and I spent $30 for it. Like, it's just so stupid because everyone online was talking about this. It's so stupid. It's dumb. It's okay, whatever. It's fine, whatever. Okay. So, quarter life crisis. I've been seeing this term being thrown around on the internet a lot lately. And I have never related to something more in my entire life. So for those of you who don't know, this is how Google defines it. A quarter life crisis is an existential, emotional, or professional crisis occurring between the early 20s and mid 30s, roughly 18 to 35, categorized by anxiety, self-doubt, and disillusionment. Often caused by career, relationship, or financial pressures, it manifests as feeling stuck, behind, or overwhelmed by adulthood. Me. Yeah. No, but like, I have I looked that up and I have literally never related to something more in my entire life. And I used to feel like it was only me feeling this way, but it turns out it's like a lot of young people. And I was actually thinking of like why this is, young people today. And when I say young, the Google says 18 to 35. I would even go as far as to say 18 to like 36, 37, even 38, even like 40. I don't know, but more so like 18 to like 38 is what I consider like a young person. And young people today, I feel like have it the hardest out of any generation of young people that came before us. Now, let me explain, because I am right about this, but let me explain. I feel like we are growing up at a time where like a lot of us, and I say us as in us youngins, like we are put in such a horrible position. All of the jobs are paying horribly. Even if we go to school, we can't get a high paying job because all of the wages are trash. The homes are too expensive to buy, or at least I'm talking in terms of Canada because I live in Canada. You can't afford a house, you can't afford a car, you can't afford anything. So what you do is you rent and you lease, and you don't really own anything. Like, people are leasing their phones, people are leasing the things that they're buying, like clothing. Did you know that you can not lease clothing, but did you know that you can make like payments? There's like payment plans for when you buy clothes, like that whole thing about like Klarna, which is like a video in itself, I feel like. But like, we are put in such a horrible position. And of course we're having a crisis. It's like, if you're not like born with money, like you can't make it. Like, okay, I'm not saying you can't make it, but like it is extremely hard to make it. Like, I think that the place where this all started is the pandemic. Like, COVID-19, I feel like ever since then, time has just been like moving so fast. Like, it's crazy that tell me if you guys like feel the same way, but I feel like it's so crazy that I'm 24 years old. Like, I am a full-grown adult. Like, I am 24 years old. It's just so crazy thinking about it, because I still feel like so young. Like, okay, everyone says that, right? That's how you know you're getting old, because like, I'm not old, I feel so young. But it's so true, because I feel like, I don't know, something happened that made time just like, I feel like it just keeps on going and going and going. And like, I feel like, again, like the definition said, like, stuck. You know what I mean? And it's like, what even happened? Like, genuinely, what just happened? And tell me if you guys feel the same way, because I swear it's not just me. I felt alone in this in so long. It's like time just keeps on going by and by and by. And I feel like I am not like, how am I 24? Like, do you see what I mean? And you can insert your age here. Like, I just, anyways, so this time keeps on going by. And a lot of us feel like stuck, or like there's no way out. And I talked about this in my last video of like feeling stuck and feeling like behind and feeling like uncertain. And it's crazy because like so many people feel that way, especially people within that age demographic, and especially because of, you know, the pressures that we're put under. You know, you'll see like these boomers say like, oh, young people these days, you know, they're lazy and they don't know how to work and they don't have a good work ethic. I cannot explain to you how much I hate older people, or older generation people talking about how much they hate young people because they're lazy and they don't put in work. During your time, you could literally work a normal, like my grandpa was a bus driver, and he was able to support a household and have kids and buy a house. You know, back then, houses were actually like attainable things that you can get throughout your life. Now, it's like, I feel like every house is $1 million. And the wages are so low, and it doesn't matter if you're educated or whatever. And it's just like, it's like these unattainable things. And I think that all the young people are now just realizing that like this life that their parents had, that their grandparents had, is now just so unattainable. How can you, I don't even know how I would go about buying a over $1 million house, especially in this economy. How can we have a house and a family and a marriage and whatever? Like, I don't know how it's possible. Like, to be honest, like, I just don't know. So now we're stuck on the internet, and, you know, people are always comparing their lives to others, and, you know, and that makes it even worse when you see like someone online and like, oh my God, I have this sports car, look at my mansion, blah, blah. And a lot of the times it's fake, but it doesn't matter if it's fake, because you already saw the video, and you're subconsciously or consciously comparing your life to that life and saying, why doesn't my life look like their life? We're the same age. What's going on? There's something wrong with me, right? Like, it's always like, I don't know. And I feel like I feel like there's a lot of good things about online, but there's also a lot of like horrible things about online, and like constantly comparing ourselves to others, constantly seeing what others have and we don't. You know what I mean? Like, in school, I went to university, okay? Like, in school, I was never taught to like how to pay bills, or how to invest my money properly, or how to do like all of these things that adults are supposed to do. Like, and then we get out of school, we're like, oh, we're so educated, I'm ready to find a job. But you, like, I don't know where to begin. Like, again, I can't buy a house. Like, you can't buy a house. You can't buy, like, so you have to lease, you have to rent, you have to make sure you have your life figured out, all with having like a high paying job that can support you. And then you have to pay your bills and pay your whatever. And it's like, man, like, you know, maybe, you know, it was easier in like the 50s, or when people, you know, can get a job and have a family and have a house and have aspirations like that. But like, how do I even grow up to that? Like, I don't understand. Like, the pressure that we're experiencing right now is just so ridiculous. And the pressure is put on by ourselves, by the people in our lives. You know, like, our family and our friends can sometimes say like, oh, you know, what are you doing? Like, why are you like this? Like, why, you know, don't you own a home yet? Or why don't you have a husband? Why aren't you starting a family? Why don't you have a wife? Why aren't you starting a family? Like, what's going on? And you're just like, you're sitting there and you're stuck, and you don't know what to do, and you feel like there's just so much pressure, you know? And it's like, of course, people are having like a quarter life crisis, you know, in this economy with these things that we have to go through. It's like, man, adulting is hard. And thank God that I have like, you know, support systems and people to help me. Like my brother always helps me, my mom helps me, and thank God I have that, because honestly, like genuinely, if I had nobody and no support systems and no friends, I have no friends, but you know, like I really don't know how I would be able to deal with it. Like I feel like having a support system and at least a few people who care about you and you can talk things through with is so important, because without it, you're really like, I feel like I would just be lost, like genuinely. I mean, another thing that Google says is researchers often identify two types: being locked into a life path that doesn't fit, or being locked out and unable to start a chosen life path. Like, again, it's so real. And like, I'm in the same boat, and I so much empathize with other young people who are having these feelings of like uncertainty and self-doubt and like, you know, again, feeling like a failure. That's another topic that I discussed in my last video, and it's just so real, you know. And especially when you're in it, it just keeps on like piling on top, and like, at least for me, I just get so much anxiety. Like I feel like my chest is tight, and like I have troubles like taking a deep breath, like genuinely. Like it's happened, you know, sporadically in my life. It's just like I'd go through these periods of like, it's just hard to physically like take a deep breath and like relax and just like breathe. You know what I mean? Like even something as simple as breathing can just feel too much because of just all this expectations and pressures and everything. And it's like, when we're living in a society where it's so hard for young people to get ahead, it's not at all surprising why people are having a quarter life crisis. It's really not. And I can relate and I can empathize, and again, just genuinely, like, you are not alone. And I don't know what the answer is. I don't think there really is any answer. You know, I guess, you know, some people, you know, I recommend going to therapy if you can. If you think that's the right stuff for you, you know, definitely do that. But man, like I don't have the answers. You know what the thing is? That I used to think that everyone had the answers, but at the end of the day, really nobody has the answers. You know, I think that's what I've learned. Like, I think it's just like a daily battle that, you know, some of us, I'm not going to say all of us, because I think there's some people who like have the answers. You know, I feel like there are definitely some people who like have stuff figured out. And like, honestly, I'm jealous. Like, I wish I have stuff figured out. Like, I've spent so long in my entire life just reflecting. I'm a very reflective person. Like, I'm one of those people who can like have like a long train ride or a long bus ride or like something and just like think. I can think for so long. It's like my brain never shuts off. And that's, I would almost say it's a bad thing, you know, because I just, you know, it's just so much happening 24/7, and you know, a lot of the times it's not positive. But you know, I just, there's sometimes where just like, okay, stop, enough, but I just can't. I always see these like videos online of like people like preaching like meditation and like embrace uncertainty and like, you know, preaching this thing of like, oh, you know, you just have to have like, you know, deep meditation and internal reflection, and that's great and everything, but like, you know, it doesn't work for all of us. I can't tell you the amount of times that I've tried to read self-help books and meditate, because like everyone was like, there was a point in time where everyone was preaching like meditation. I don't know what it is, but at least on like my social stuff, like everyone was preaching like meditation and how helpful it's been, and like not just meditation, like manifestation and meditation. Like if you're positive, if you think positive things, then positive things are going to manifest themselves in your life. And I tried I tried, okay? Like I am a born pessimist. So like this whole thing, it was like really hard for me, but I'm like, I'm gonna be more positive. I'm gonna be more optimistic. Yeah, heck yeah. You know, I'm gonna manifest all those great things in my life. I can't. Like genuinely, I tried meditation. I tried meditation through yoga. I've tried meditation. Like I cannot, like those guided meditations, those like YouTube guided meditations. I'm also kind of like embarrassed to admit that I've tried the what's it called, like the manifestation like things, like the audios, like I will achieve great success. I will attract positivity and money into my life. And like I'm sitting there like, I will achieve great success. It doesn't work. Okay. No. I mean, like, I don't know if it works, but it didn't work for me. I don't know. Like, and I was trying, like, I really tried. It's not like I wasn't trying. Like, I was I started reading the book, The Secret. Okay. Let me tell you, okay, I read that book and I was like, man, like, it's going to change my life. I proceeded to have like the worst month of my life after reading that book, and I don't know how it's possible. Like I was like actively implementing the principles of the book in my daily life, and like I ended up just having like the worst month ever. I was like, F this, bro. Like this whole thing is like BS. Like I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Maybe the positive mindset manifestation stuff has worked for other people, but I don't know if it's something to do with me, or like I can't, there's something like with me. I don't know what it is, but I cannot for the life of me relate or do that. So anyways, I guess the only thing that works for me, and this is kind of like a little tip, I guess, if you also struggle with, not being able to quiet your mind or meditate or, do like quiet reflection and stuff, which I totally get that because I think I have like a little bit ADHD, a little bit. But if you have a problem with that, if you have troubles with that, I would really suggest what I do, and I think it's like a form of meditation. I'm not sure, but I guess meditation could be whatever you want it to be. I'm not sure. But what I do is I like to go for walks, and it's not necessarily for exercise. It's more so just for, like, when I go for a walk, like, my brain just quiets down. Like, you know what I mean? It's just like I can actually just think of nothing. That's the only time I can think of nothing, because I guess I'm actively doing something, like I'm actively walking, so I can like think of nothing. But yeah, like if I'm actively walking and like being around nature, and I look at the birds and I look at the squirrels and I look at the animals, or even if you don't have any animals around you, I look at the cars and the streets and the roads and the sky and the clouds, and I walk and I think of that. Like that's what I focus on. And nothing else. And it just kind of allows me to escape real life for a little bit, just by being outside and realizing that like all of my problems that I've pushed on myself in my head and kept on thinking about, it quiets down. It's just a little bit of quiet and peace and quiet, and I can get some relief in that way. There's a very loud truck that is disrupting my thoughts. Okay. Stupid trucks, man. Like, he's leaving. Man. Anyways, I just want to, like, end off on this. I think if the key thing, if you're suffering from a quarter life crisis, you are not alone. I can relate to you. Thousands to hundreds of thousands to millions of other young people can also relate to you. So 100% you are not alone. If you need to talk to someone, don't be afraid to reach out to those people around you, and I think talking to people really helps. I think that, like I said, like taking some time for yourself, some quiet time for yourself. I know not everyone struggles with like, constantly being in their own head and overthinking and blah, blah. But if you do, then if you can do meditation, definitely do that. I would definitely try going for a walk and really just escaping, giving yourself some time away from it, because no matter how bad you feel right now, I like to think that things do get better. you know? And I think that's a thought that all of us should think, you know. And I don't have the answers to life. I don't have the answers to your problems or anyone's problems. I don't even have the answers to my problems. But, you know, we just all, I feel like, have to collectively trust that, like, things will work themselves out. Okay? Everything is going to be okay. You know, it's not, whatever you're going through, whatever, it's not the end of the world. And I've had to tell myself that so many times, like, everything's gonna be okay. It's not the end of the world. Everything is truly going to be okay. And I know that, you know, we're all in, like, a rough spot. Not all of us, you know, again, some of us have their stuff together, and that's great. And I'm very happy for those of you who do, but take a deep breath. Everything's gonna be okay. I hope. Anyways, I don't know what this video is about, to be honest, but I just wanted to talk about it because it's just so relatable to me. I hope it was, you know, relatable to some of you guys too. That was a really good Starbucks. If you guys have any recommendations for other topics that, you know, I can talk about, or any other videos that you'd like to see or anything like that, you can leave them in the comments below. I read every single comment, okay? Every single comment I read. So leave a comment, even if it's just to say hi or to whatever. Leave a comment. Anyways, thank you all for being here. And yeah, I'll see you guys in my next video. Goodbye, everybody.